Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today, I wanted to be a little comfy. So,
Welcome to my bed.
also, I'm so sorry for the lighting. I have not figured this out yet. We're gonna have to deal with whatever this is. It's cloudy out and I don't have a proper light source. So please hang on. Please hang on. I was sitting on my couch the other day and I was like,
you know what? I need a easy video idea that's gonna give me that juicy tea.
and I just didn't know what that was gonna be. But as I was sitting on the couch, it hit me. r/am I the a-hole? It's perfect. We're joined by a special guest.
Oh, my light just died.
My sister had a baby!
What's a video on my channel without the iPad? Oh my gosh, she's back. I have a little story. The other day, I was looking for the remote because we need to keep it out of the dog's jaws because she will get it and it will be a jaws too. But I was looking for it. I found this.
And this is my old Apple Pencil that I lost 3 years ago.
And now it's back. It feels like I've just reunited with my long lost daughter. I don't need a boyfriend. All I need is my Apple Pencil. I'm gonna try and make this a little kid friendly. So we're gonna do r/am I the butthead. I have 3 stories that I picked out today. They aren't the juiciest stories, but maybe if you want something juicier, we can do a part 2. Okay, so the first one we have is, am I the butthead for refusing to attend my sister's wedding after what she did?
You know,
I'm gonna give this the benefit of a doubt. Right now, I don't think you would be the a-hole if you don't want to attend your sister's wedding after what she did. But let's see. So, my 28 male sister, 30 female, is getting married in a few months. We've always been close, or so I thought. I was really excited for her and assumed I'd be a part of the wedding party. But when she sent out the invitations, I noticed something weird. My name wasn't listed as a groomsman or even part of the wedding at all. Why would she send out an invitation, but also send you an invitation, knowing that your name wasn't on it and she still sent it to you? That's petty. I asked her about it, thinking it was a mistake, and she awkwardly told me she and her fiancé had decided to only have people who really fitted the aesthetic in the wedding. Apparently, that meant my younger brother, 25 male, was in, but I wasn't. When I pushed for an explanation, she eventually admitted it was because I have a visible birthmark on my face, and she, quote, didn't want it to stand out in the photos. I was stunned. I told her that was incredibly shallow and hurtful, but she doubled down, saying it was, quote, her special day, and that she had the right to create the look of it however she wanted. Our parents are trying to keep the peace, saying she's just being a bit bridezilla, and that I should still attend to support her. But honestly, I feel so disrespected that I don't even want to go anymore. Now my family is calling me petty and saying I'm making a big deal out of nothing. My sister even said, it's not like I don't love you, I just don't want you in my wedding pictures, which doesn't really make me feel any better. So, am I the butthole for refusing to go? In this scenario, I would say you're definitely not the butthole. I don't know why the family and friends are saying that you are for not going when she didn't even invite you in the first place. They're saying that you're the a-hole for not going to her wedding that you weren't even invited to in the first place. I don't know why she would have like an aesthetic for certain people to go and that you were excluded for something that you couldn't even control. I think that's very petty of her and very rude on her part for that. But let's see what the comments have to say. Everybody says, not the butthead. This person says, not the butthead. Ask her if she means she doesn't want you in the family photos as well. Someone responded saying, that's exactly what she means and this is just horrible. I'd be very hurt and wouldn't go. That is a great response. I like these comments so far. This person says, heck, I'd go and spend a bunch of money to go on some sort of fancy vacay the day of her wedding and make sure to post lots of awesome pics on social media where you know sis will see them, not the a-hole. Edit to add, if she asks for a gift later, say you gave her the gift of not spoiling her aesthetic by simply not being in her photos. I like this. I would never have thought about doing this. Okay, first post, not the butthead. Family is terrible though. I think you should have a talk with them. This next one is, am I the butthead for threatening to sue a mommy influencer? And this one has advice needed. This one's going to be very interesting because I know that a lot of influencers do not have social awareness and are very annoying. Posting for a friend who isn't on Reddit. Me, 39F, and my husband, 44 male, are currently looking for a new home after outgrowing our current starter home. We live in the suburb of a major metropolitan area. I'm an architect and he's an attorney. Ideally, we're looking for a home that has good bones, that we can renovate to our taste since I'm an architect and we have friends who work in the trades. Long story short, we toured a house 2 weeks ago that I thought may be a good fit. There was a lot that needed to be changed and updated, but for the price listed, I thought it would be something we want to pursue. Flash forward about 4 days, and I get a text from one of my friends asking if I'd seen this, with a link to an Instagram reel from a local mommy influencer, 35F. I click on it and it was a security camera video of my husband and I walking through the home on a tour with our realtor, and she's taken all the clips where I was talking about things that I didn't like or that I would change and spliced it up so it looks like I'm being highly critical of her home. The rest of the video is her saying she would never sell the house to us because we are mean and nasty people. Our faces are clearly visible in the video, I might add. My husband drafted up a cease and desist letter yesterday threatening legal action unless she removes the videos. And now she's blasting us all over town to Kingdom Come with her little army of mommy trolls on my husband's law firm's social media accounts and my firm's webpage. Mind you, I'm the owner of my firm, so it doesn't make a difference for me, but it does for my husband. She hasn't taken down the videos yet, and we are fully prepared to take her to court if she doesn't. My realtor is extremely embarrassed and says that the other realtor is embarrassed as well. Needless to say, we are not pursuing her house anymore, and we are taking a pause while we deal with this. 2 of our friends said we should have just tried to write it out and let it pass because this type of thing always does. But I just could not let her do this. Am I the butthead? I'm pretty sure it's illegal to record someone without them knowing and posting it and then refusing to take it down. Like, I'm pretty sure that's illegal.
But like, I don't know, I'm not an attorney.
You are not the butthead. Something needs to be done. Yeah, let's see what the comments have to say. One Reddit account says, "Not the butthead, show no mercy. People like her to continue to do things like that because nobody ever follows through and nails her butt to the wall. Secretly recording you should be enough on its own to cause her some major trouble." And another person says, "She wants an opportunity to be a victim." But overall, I do agree with these comments. Okay, we have one more story, and this one is already labeled the butthole. So let's see. Am I the butthole for moving to be closer to my grandkids? I have 3 kids with my ex-husband, Elliot, 28, Emily, 21, and Joseph, 19. Emily and Joseph still live at home while they attend the local state university. 3 years, Elliot married his high school girlfriend, Madeline, 27, and they have 3 beautiful little girls. Sophie, 12, is Madeline's half-sister that Madeline and Elliot adopted 3 years ago. They also have 18-month-old twin girls, Charlotte and Penelope, and they're pregnant with their first son. Last year, Madeline and Elliot moved from their apartment down the street from me to a house about 3 hours from Elliot's job. I try to visit them at least 2 weekends a month, and I just love where they live. It's this adorable little quiet beach town. I've been thinking about retiring there since Elliot and Madeline moved down there, but I made the decision after I found out Madeline and Elliot are having another baby. I put in an offer on a little cottage down the beach, a 10-minute walk to Elliot and Madeline's house. My offer was accepted, so I decided to sit Emily and Joseph down to tell them my plan. I told them that I would be selling the house this summer and moving closer to Elliot and Madeline for an early retirement. I didn't want them to struggle to find a place to live, so I told them I would rent an apartment out for them to share for 3 years or until
Joseph
graduates, whichever comes first. Neither will pay rent or any other expenses besides part of their groceries as long as they're still in school. I thought Joseph and Emily would be okay with this, but they were furious. Joseph is saying that I'm choosing Elliot and my grandkids over them, and Emily is claiming that I'm misusing their child support their dad agreed to pay until they graduated from college because I don't get a, quote, good apartment. I'm getting them a simple 2-bed, 1-bath apartment in good condition closer to their school instead of a luxury 2-bed, 2-bath with access to pools, a gym, and other nicer amenities. I told her she's welcome to pay her tuition and living expenses on an $850 a month I get from her dad, and now she and Joseph won't speak to me. Elliot is suggesting that I could have given them more notice and talked to them about this before I bought the house, but I thought 3 months was plenty of time. Am I the butthole for moving to be closer to Elliot, Madeline, and my grandchildren? So, what I'm getting from here is you did not talk to your kids that are living in your house. You did not talk to them at all before even considering moving closer. You're not thinking about your other 2 kids more so than you're thinking about your one assuming son that already seems pretty comfortable by himself with his family that he's just starting. Alright, one person comments and says, "Yeah, this was really poorly handled. Your children are all adults and you decided on this move that is going to hugely affect all of their lives and then sprung it on them as a fait accompli. You're the butthead, and it has to be said, are you sure Elliot and Madeline even want you to move to their new town?" Edit. OP responded that E and M are active participants in the moving plan, which I guess talking to one of 3 children before making this decision is better than 0, but it doesn't change the verdict for me. Also, I think it's kind of messed up that Elliot didn't give his children a heads up. Is anyone else getting, quote, Elliot is the golden child and likes it this way vibes? Edit 2, a lot of people who disagree with me are saying OP is not the butthead because A, they're all adults and it's her house so she can do whatever she wants, and or B, she's still providing an apartment for 2 younger children. And yes, legally she can do whatever she wants with the house. It would be worse if she moved away, cut off all their support, and told them they were on their own, which yes, she legally could do because they're adults. But she remains the butthead for the way she handled this. She demonstrated to Joseph and Emily that not only does she not care about their opinions on plans that significantly affect them, but she doesn't even think it's necessary to find out whether they have any. They have any what?
I think I read that last part wrong.
Yeah, that person. I wouldn't say that she's like a butthole, but she's definitely wasn't thinking about the situation, and she should have a talk and maybe consider waiting before moving or seeing how they should go about this since her children kind of parted on her plan. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sorry the lighting kind of died halfway through. Oops. Hopefully I get a better setup and figure out what I'm going to do for the next videos. If you have any suggestions of what I should do, leave a comment below. If you want me to do this again, do another Reddit, make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!